What, ma'am? Yeah, ma'am, it's my term one examination. It's like
Term
term
1.
exam.
Children, everybody has term 1 now. PT1 and PT2 are over. The periodic tests are over for everybody.
Yes, ma'am. PT1 is over.
PT1 is over for everybody. And PT2, you also have PT2 before your midterm, right?
No, ma'am. After midterm PT.
After the term finishes,
Okay,
then
you
we
have
have that.
after the term finishes, then you have PT2. Okay. So, rational numbers, linear
Ma'am, I have
equations,
two
comparing.
chapters. Ma'am,
And next,
ma'am, quadrilaterals,
yeah.
and yeah, and practical geometry.
Okay. And Kumar, you have only 3 lessons for your midterm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Harmeen, tell us.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my syllabus has not yet come for this one. Uh,
So you
what do
don't
you
have
say?
your midterm
Midterm, but I
examination.
know. But I know maybe rational numbers,
Okay.
then linear equations, then understanding quadrilaterals, full chapter,
Okay.
then square and square roots,
Okay.
and cube roots,
Okay.
and also maybe data handling.
Data handling might also be there. Okay. Practical geometry and exponents is not there for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Then Mustafa, you tell us your syllabus.
Yes, ma'am. Let me check. Ma'am, rational numbers,
Okay.
exponents, squares and square roots, cubes and cube roots,
Next,
algebraic expressions and identities,
you have algebra also.
and factorization.
Factorization is a separate chapter for you. Okay, fine, children. So basically, this is the entire syllabus that we have to complete for everybody's midterm in total. Most of the lessons are common for everybody. A few lessons are there, which I'll be completing separately. So children, now see in the class we have completed square and square roots, cube and cube roots, exponents and powers, rational number, linear equations, quadrilaterals, and algebra. All these lessons we've completed, but the point is that these lessons have not been completed for everybody. Like I've completed these lessons for Mustafa and Harmeen. I know all the lessons are done. What about Duha? Duha, can you just tell me that what are lessons I've completed with you?
Ma'am, you've only done square
Square and
and
square roots. Is it completed for you?
yeah, and linear equations.
You were there for
Yeah,
square and square roots? I don't think so,
yeah.
Duha.
Yes, ma'am, I was there. No, like
You were there.
for half of the time I was there. You gave us an assignment for square and square roots. Only for that I was
Oh
there.
no, wait,
And
Duha. So you
another.
were there only for one class of square and square roots. You have not done
Yeah.
the entire lesson with me, right? I think you've joined recently only, and I've only completed algebraic expressions like as a complete chapter with you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Uh, and what about Kumar? Kumar, with you, I've not completed square and square roots with you also. So, children, I was thinking before we start with the new lesson, since everybody has some of the common chapters only coming in their examinations. So what we'll do is we will complete all of these lessons once again, one by one. Okay, so that everybody has a thorough revision of that, right? So let's start with the square and square roots, or let's start with exponents first. Because exponents will build your a little bit basic for square and square roots and cube roots, and then you can practice them. So is exponents fine for everybody, children?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Please,
Yes, ma'am.
everybody respond.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
See, now children, from today onwards, we'll also be like whatever answer I'll be asked question, I'll be asking you all will be active in the chat box. Okay, just be active in the chat box, write yes and no in the chat box so that I can have everybody's answer. So type in the chat box, is everybody fine with it or anybody wants to start with another lesson? Quickly type it and tell me. Mustafa has no problem. Okay. Next. What about other children? And what about others? Okay, fine. Kumar also has answered. Duha has answered. And Harmeen also. I suppose Harmeen, you don't have any problem?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So children, from today's onwards, we'll be starting with exponents and powers. So be very attentive in the class. It's a new lesson, right? So first of all, children, what do you mean by exponent and what do you mean by power? See, what happens in this lesson is, first of all, you need to be clear with the basic terminology of this lesson. So what is the basic terminology? For example, I write, uh, I take a number, I take 7. And now I'm multiplying 7 with itself only. So let's suppose I multiply 7 with itself 3 times. So I get 7 into 7 into 7. Now this can also be written in the short form as 7 to the power 3. Right? Now what is the difference between exponent and what is the meaning of exponent and what is the meaning of power? So children, look very carefully. In this 7 raised to the power 3,
Mama, can you close the door? Thank you, Mama.
put up your mic when you're speaking anything. Yeah, then 3 is the power and 7 is the base number, right? 7 is your base number and the power of 7 is 3. 3 means the power. So what does 3 denotes? It means the number of times you're multiplying a base number with itself. So when you multiply 7 with itself thrice, so you get 7 to the power 3. So this is the meaning of power. Okay, 7 multiplied with itself 3 times, that's power. Now what is exponent? Now children, you see 7 to the power 3 is altogether known as an exponential number. So it's an exponent, right? Like we studied many kinds of numbers. We studied rational numbers, we studied integers, we studied whole numbers, natural numbers, etc. So similarly, if you have a power on any number, that number is called as a exponent. Fine, children. So the basic terminology should be clear. Next, what we have is, see, now in your lesson, we can also have negative powers. Now these positive powers everybody know. In 7th standard also we used to study that, okay, like 2 into 2 into 2 is like 2 to the power 3. 8 to the power 4 will mean 8 into 8 into 8. So these are the basic things that everybody knows now. Now children, let's also come to the next thing. Now this was about positive powers. Now we'll be looking at negative powers also. What if a number has a negative power on it? For example, I say 7 to the power minus 3. So what does this mean? First of all, whenever there will be a negative power on a base number, you are going to reciprocal the base number, right? So how will I reciprocal it? What is the reciprocal of 7?
Ma'am, minus 7.
Yes, 7.
Minus 7.
Children,
1 by
reciprocal,
7.
not the
Ma'am,
additive inverse.
7 by 1 or 1 by 7.
1 by 7.
1 by
Ma'am,
7 to the power 3.
Yeah, children, you are confused with reciprocal also. Only Mustafa has given me the correct answer. Harmeen was also confused. Children, reciprocal. What does it mean to reciprocal? It means that you are, for example, I say 7. So the reciprocal of 7 is 1 by 7. If I say 1 by 6, so the reciprocal is 6. If I say 10, so reciprocal is 1 by 10. If I say 1 by 9, so the reciprocal is 9. Fine. That's the meaning of reciprocal. Now the reciprocal of 7 is 1 by 7. And now what you'll do is you will put the power 3 over here now, but a positive power. So whenever you have to change a negative power to a positive power, you will reciprocal the base number and then put the power as a positive power. And what does this become now? 1 by 7 into 7 into 7, right? So this will be your answer. Right, children? So all these basic points are clear with everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't understand why. And my teacher taught me that we just have to multiply it, and if there's an odd, if the power is odd, then it will stay minus. That's what she taught me. That if the power of the number is odd, then it'll stay negative. Like if it's negative already. If
Okay,
the power is
that is
negative and it's odd. That's what she taught.
no. What you're talking about is, let's suppose, see, Duha, that is a separate case that you're talking about. That is not about when the power is negative. That is when your base is negative. Okay, here I'm not talking about when the base is negative. Your teacher must have taught you if the base is negative. For example, I say minus 2 to the power 3. And I can also have minus 2 to the power 4. So here my base is negative, right? So whenever I will have a negative base, so I have two situations. Now you're going to look at the power. So first of all, write down the answer. 2 to the power 3 is how much? 2 into 2 into 2, that's 8. And 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 2 to the power 4 is how much? 16, right? These are my answers. Now what happens? 8 and 16 are negative numbers or positive numbers. What happens over here is you have a negative base here also and here also. Now what is the power? Is it an even number or an odd number?
Even number.
Even
The
number.
first one odd.
Children, 3 is an even number. I'm talking about the power,
Odd.
odd number. And here the power is an even number. So whenever you will have a negative base with an odd power, this combination you have negative base with an odd power, you will write your answer as a negative number. If you have a negative base with a even power, you will write your answer as a positive number,
Positive.
right? You understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is another thing, Duha, that you're talking about. But I am here talking about negative powers. I'm not talking about negative base, right? So whenever you will have negative base, for example, I say 10 to the power minus 2. So 10 to the power minus 2 is how much? 1 by 10 to the power 2. That means 1 by 10 into 10, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, children, now one more thing is, see, whenever you will have 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh and so on, these numbers you have and then you have a power on them. Okay, so like I say 10 to the power 2. So this means 2 zeros. So answer is 100. I say 10 to the power 3. This means 3 zeros. If I say 10 to the power 5, so this means 5 zeros. Often children get confused and they're like multiplying, okay, 10 into 10, then into 10. You don't have to do all of that. You just see how much number is there on the top of the base number and you put as many number as zeros in your answer, right? Now similarly, if I write the answers for 10 to the power minus 2, 10 to the power minus 3 and 10 to the power minus 5. This is 2. So what should be my answer now?
1
What is
by
my
10
answer?
to the power. No, 1 by 10 square.
1 by 10 square. So what's my final answer now? 1 by
1 by 100.
1/100.
1 by 100. Next.
1/10 cube.
And next.
1/10 to the power minus 1/10 to the power 5.
Yeah, so that becomes 1 by 1, 0,
1
0,
by
0,
1
0, 0. Like that.
10 to the
Okay. So you have powers with negative exponents. Then, okay, children. Now, one more thing that you have is, what if your power is 0? When power is 0. So what happens? Let's suppose I say
-1.
2 to the power 0. So how much does this become?
1.
0.
1.
How
No, it
much?
doesn't become 0, it becomes 1. Whenever you have a 0 power on any number, your base can be anything. It can be 1, can be 1110, anything it can be, and you put the power as 0, so your answer becomes 1. Then you have 7 to the power 0, so your answer becomes again 1. You have
1.
100 to the power 0, your answer becomes 1 only.
1.
Okay. So whatever number you have, if you put the power as 0, that means your answer is 1. Okay. Then children, this thing we have is writing in the expanded form. Now look here. If I ask you to write 1425.36 in the expanded form, so how are you going to write it? See, first of all, you take the first number. What is the first number? 1. Now what is the place value of 1?
Thousands place.
1000 it is. So 1000 has 3 zeros. So you will do 1 into 10 to the power 3 plus. You have 4, then write 4 into, what is the place value of 4?
100.
10 to the
100. So
power
4.
10 to the power
10 to
2
the power 2.
plus 2 into 10 to the power, how
1.
much?
1. 1.
1, yeah, so just 10 only. Then plus 5 into 10 to the power 0. Right,
0.
because 5 has one's place. So 10 to the power 0 is 1. So that is why I write 10 to the power 0. So that's why I taught you what is the meaning of 10 to the power 0. Okay, then plus 3 into 1 by 10. Right, children? Because what is the place value of 3 now? Will tell me what is the place value of 3?
1.
That's in the
What is the place
Tens.
value of 3? It
tens
stands
place.
for
Tens.
tens. That's TENTHS. Tens, this one.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is, so I write 1 by 10 plus 6 into 1 by 100 or 10
100.
to the power 2. Okay, and you can also write it as, this part can also be written as plus 3 into 10 to the power minus 1 plus 6 into 10 to the power minus 2. Right? Do you understand
Yes,
this
ma'am.
part, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now you can write a question. Expand the following numbers: 1225.63 and 1256.249. Quickly expand them and tell me the answer. Okay, Mustafa, you can go.
Thank you,
Will
ma'am.
you be back after a few time?
Ma'am, maybe.
Okay, fine. You can go.
Done, ma'am.
Fine. So let's discuss the answers. The first one is, what's the answer for the first one?
Ma'am, 1 into 1000.
1 into 10 to the power,
Yeah. 1 to 10 to the power uh, 3.
yeah, plus
plus 0 into 10 plus 2 into 10 to the power 1,
Okay.
then plus 5 into 10 to the power 0,
Okay.
then plus 6
Next.
into 1 by 10,
So 1 by 10 is how much? 10 to the power minus 1.
yeah,
1
10
by
to
10
the
is 10
power
to the power
minus 1,
minus 1 plus
plus 3 into 10 to the power minus 2,
minus 2. Yeah, that's correct. Good. Who will tell me the second one now?
Mom, can I say?
Yes, Duha.
Mom, it's of 1 into 10 to the power 3
Okay.
plus 2 into 10 to the power 2
Okay.
plus 5 into 10
Yeah.
plus 6 into 10 to the power 0
Okay.
plus 2 into 1 by 10
So that's 10 to the power minus 1.
okay, I'll do it like that. Plus 4 into 10 to the power into 10 to the power. Okay.
4 into 10 to the power
Minus 10.
minus 2.
Minus 10. Oh yeah, minus 2. Plus.
Minus 2. Minus
Yeah,
2.
minus 2. Yeah,
Plus 9 into 10 to the power minus 3.
minus 3. Yeah.
Okay, do you understand this much?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So children, now next what we have is one more thing that I wanted to discuss is the multiplicative inverse. So what do you understand by multiplicative inverse? In just 1 second, there's a phone call. Yeah. So children, multiplicative inverse means that whenever you are reciprocating any number, multiplicative, 1 second, multiplicative inverse. So children, what it means to be a multiplicative inverse is basically whenever you are reciprocating any number. Let's suppose I say the multiplicative inverse of 10. So it's my 1 by 10. I say 9. You will say 1 by 9. If I say 8, you will write 1 by 8. So can I say that multiplicative inverse means to reciprocal a number? Okay, can I say
No.
that to reciprocal? It is nothing but that means to reciprocal. Now children, what happens? What if I have a number with a negative power? Let's suppose I say 2 to the power minus 7 and I say find the multiplicative inverse of this. So multiplicative inverse means to reciprocal, right? It means to reciprocal. So what will it become? 1 by 2 to the power minus 7. It becomes 1 by 2 to the power minus 7. Now children, if you remember, I changed the sign in the previous case. I was writing 1 by 2 to
yes,
the power 7. Remember that?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
But what happens over here is why am I not changing my sign over here? Because here I am not here. I do not have to solve the question here. Okay. It is asking me to reciprocal it. Just simple reciprocal. So how will I reciprocal? I will just reciprocal 1 by 2 to the power minus 7. So the multiplicative inverse 2 to the power 7. Or you can even cut down the statement. Leave it. You do not remember the statement. You just remember the multiplicative inverse of a negative power is a positive power and the multiplicative inverse of a positive power is a negative power. Let's say I say multiplicative inverse. Yes, children. So let's say I say 3 to the power plus 5 and I say find the multiplicative inverse. So that will become 3 to the power minus 5. If I say find the multiplicative inverse of 10 to the power minus 2. So what will be your answer?
10 to the power 2.
10 to the power 2.
Plus 2. Right. So multiplicative inverse means basically whenever you are changing the sign of the power. Okay, just remember that thing. Now we come to some other questions. Laws of exponents. Okay, children. So what are the laws of exponents now? We have basically 5 laws of exponents. So the first law of exponent is, yeah. So the first one is whenever you have you have two exponential numbers and they have the same base number but different powers. For example, I have 2 to the power 5 and you have 2 to the power 3. Okay, and I say you divide these numbers. So how will I divide them? What will be my answer? So what you will do, children, the base is same, the power is different. So what I'll write is, I'll write the one base number and I will subtract the powers. 5 minus 3. So what is my answer now? 2 to the power 2. So from this I get my first law of exponent, that is a to the power m divided by a to the power n is equals to a to the power m minus
A
n.
raised to n minus n.
Right, children? Whenever you
Yes,
have two base numbers that are similar, same base, different powers, you divide them. So in your answer, you are subtracting the powers. Now, for example, I say, solve this. 10 to the power 7 divided by 10 to the power 9. Children, this form can also be there. This is also division only. So my answer will be 10 to the power 7 minus 9. Do not do 9 minus 7 because 10 to the power 9 is your denominator. So 10 to the power 7 minus 9. First for the numerator, then for the denominator. And your answer becomes 10 to the power
10 to the
minus 2.
power minus 2.
Right? And children, one more thing that you need to remember is whenever we are writing the answers in this type of questions, your answer, try to always change your answer in a positive power. Okay, never leave your answer in a negative power. So now your answer becomes 1 by 10 to the power 2. You understand this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the first law of exponent, which says you have two bases, same bases, different powers, which are being divided. So in answer, you will subtract the powers. Now tell me one thing. Can I apply this law in this question? 2 to the power 5 divided by 3 to the power 5. Can I apply this law over here?
No, ma'am. Because the bases are different.
Because the bases are different. So I cannot apply this law over here. Right? Okay, next one we have is, the next law is, you have two bases, same basis, different powers, m and n. M and n means different powers, and you are multiplying them. So in your answer, you will write a to the power m plus n. You will add the powers, right? Now, an example for this can be, I say 10 to the power 9 into 10 to the power 8. So what does your answer become? 10 to the power 9 plus 8, that's 10 to the power 17, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is your second law. So what are the laws that we've studied now? The first law says same bases divided, same base different powers division, subtract the powers. Same base different powers multiplication, add the powers. Right, children? So I hope you understand this much. Next, next law shall I come to? It is you have different bases but same power. Let's suppose I say a to the power, I say a to the power m and multiplied with b to the power m. Now what is a, what is b? That means different bases. For example, 2 to the power 3 multiplied with 5 to the power 3. So now what you will do? you will multiply these bases and write the same power. So this will become 2 into 5 is 10 and the power remains 3. So answer is 10 to the power 3. Okay. This is your third law. So next law is, okay, this one only but with division. So a to the power m divided by b to the power m. So your answer becomes a by b to the power m. For example, I say 10 to the power 9 divided by 5 to the power 9. They say solve it. So what you will do, you say, okay, it's different bases with same powers. So you solve the base. What is 10 divided by 5? 2. And you put the whole power as 9. So your answer is 2
2.
to the power 9.
2 to the power 9.
Okay. Children, are you understanding?
Yes, mom.
The
Yes.
last law is the basic one only. A to the power 0 is 1. That means any number you put the power as 0 is 1. Okay. So these are the 5 laws. So children, now I'll give you some questions. The first question says find the value of 2 to the power minus 3, 1 by 3 to the power minus 2. Solve these and find the value.
Mom, I didn't understand the second one.
Okay, the first one have you done?
Yes, mom.
So look here, 2 to the power minus 3, how will you solve this? First of all, you have a negative power, so you will change it in a positive power. So I told you from negative power to positive power, you reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 2 is 1 by 2 to the power 3 now. So your answer becomes 1 by 2 into 2 into 2. So now your final answer is 1 by 8. Okay. Now 1 by 3 to the power minus 2. Now you have a minus power to a positive power, you reciprocal the base number. So 1 by 3 when you reciprocal it becomes 3 and now power will become positive. So your answer is 3 into 3 and your answer becomes 9. Okay. Then please note these answers and tell me do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the next question is simplify minus 4 to the power 5 into minus 4 to the power minus 10, and the second is 2 to the power 5 divided by 2 to the power minus 6. Okay, so solve these both.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, so what's the answer?
Ma'am, for the first,
Yes.
ma'am, for the first one, it will be 16 raised to minus 5.
Why
Yeah.
16 raised to power minus 5? Kumar, what was the law that we studied? Same based, what was the law? Have you written the laws anywhere?
No, ma'am.
Why? Children, it's important that whatever I'm going so slow so that you can note down in the class itself. What was the first law? Same base, different powers, multiplied. So you write the same base only and subtract the powers. So what's the answer?
It will
Can I
be 4 raised to 5 minus 5.
Now can I say?
Yeah, Duga.
Mom, mom, because they have the same base, we can just add the power. We can just add the powers. So it's minus 4, 5 plus minus 10. So it's minus 4 to the power minus 5.
Very good. And now how will you solve it? You have to simplify also.
Is equal, yeah, so we have to make the power plus. So it's 1 by minus 4 to the power 5.
No, no, 1 by 4 to the power 5,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, 4 to the power 5. Yeah, yeah, 4 to the.
Okay. Next is, next one will tell me.
Ma'am, can I say?
Yes, Arvind.
Ma'am, the bases are same, so we have to, and it's division, we have to no, not multiply. We have to subtract the powers.
So what does it become?
2 raised to 5 minus 6, then 2 raised to 5 plus 6, which becomes 2 raised to 11.
Yeah, so 2 raised to 11 is the answer. Kumar, do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, next thing we have is simplify. Yeah, the first one is minus 2 to the power 5 divided by 2 to the power a whole power 5 into 2 to the power minus 5. The second is minus 4 to the power minus 3 into 5 to the power minus 3 into minus 5 to the power minus 3. So we'll do these both as well. And it is written that you write your answer in exponential form. Write answer in exponential form. That means you do not have to solve the answer, you just leave it in exponent. Like 2 to the power 3 is 8, but you leave it at 2 to the power 3 only. Okay, solve it.
Then
Done, mom.
Okay, fine. Student, let's have a discussion now. So who will tell me the first one? Who will tell me the first one?
Mom, can I see the first one?
Yaduha.
Mom, so both the for the bracket one, we'll first start the bracket. So the bases are same. So we'll subtract the powers.
Powers.
So
Yeah,
2 to the power 5 minus 8.
yeah, that becomes 2 to the power minus 3.
So there's a to the power 5 in the near the bracket. So we have to multiply minus 3 into 5.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
let's do it step by step. So first step is this, and into 2 to the power minus 5. Now this becomes 2 to the power minus 15 into 2 to the power
yeah.
minus 5. Now you do the third step.
Yeah. So now the bases are same. So it's 2 into 2 to the power minus 15 plus minus 5. So that gives
That,
my to the power minus 20.
okay,
So then it's equal to 1 by 2 to the power 20.
very good, Duha. Correct answer. Nice. The second one, Harmeen and Kumar. Let Kumar tell. Kumar did not tell in the previous one also. Kumar, you will tell me the second one now.
ma'am, first I multiplied 4 into 5.
4 into 5 into,
So I got minus 20. Then we added minus 3 plus minus 3, which is equal to 0.
no, Kumar, wait. When this is now another property, when your bases are different, your powers are same, you multiply the bases but you write the power as it is only, right? So here what you will do is, you see, you have the different bases and same powers, right? So minus 4, see, power is minus 3, minus 3, minus 3. So you have minus 4 into 5 into minus 5, and the power is minus 3 now, right? So what's your answer now? 4 into 5 into 5, right?
Now it will be 100.
100, and minus into minus is plus, so plus 100 to the power minus 3. So answer becomes 1 by 100 to the power 3. Okay?
Okay.
Fine. Children, please note it down. Any doubts in these two questions?
No, mom.
Next question is 1 by 8 into 3 to the power minus 3, and the last one is minus 3 to the power 4 into 5 by 3 to the power 4. Now children, do these two. Yes, children, have you all completed? Children, shall we discuss now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so first we have is 1 by 8 into 3 to the power minus 3. So how should I solve this now? Did anybody do it?
Mom, now we should change 3 to the power minus 3 to 1 by 3 to the power to 3 to the power 3. And then we
3 to the
continue.
power 3. Okay, fine. So you have 1 by 8 into 1 by 3 to the power 3. Fine. Then
Ma'am, then we need to multiply the denominator.
when you solved it by multiplying, no children, see there's a much easier way to this question. And see now since this lesson is exponents and powers, so always try to solve your answer in the form of exponents only. What you can do here is, you know this is already an exponential number. But 1 by 8 is not an exponential number. But can I write it as an exponential number? Can I write 8 as an exponent? Yeah, I can write 2 to the power 3. So can I write it as 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power minus 3 first of all?
Yes.
Now again, can I change this 2 to the power 3 as 2 to the power minus 3? And this becomes 3 to the power minus 3.
Yes.
Now children, I have different base but same powers. So what will I do? I will multiply the bases. 2 into 3 is 6 and my power becomes minus 3 only. Right? And now finally I can write it as 1 by 6 to the power 3. This is my final answer. Right? Just have a look at this question and tell me you understand.
Um,
Yes, Kumar?
Ma'am, in this question, ma'am, can we do it in the fractional form, like 1 by 3?
No, you don't do it that way. Why? Because see children, then you will get your answer also as a proper fractional number. You will get 6 into 6 into 6, whatever the cube of 6 is, you will get your answer like that. But you don't want your answer like that. You want your answer in exponential term. So it's better to do it this way. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Now the next
Ma'am,
question is, yeah,
for the second one, I got 5 by 3 to 4.
I'll solve for you the second one also. So first of all, it's minus 3 to the power 4 into 5 by 3 to the power 4. Now children, look very carefully. You have two bases. What are my bases? My bases are minus 3 and 5 by 3. These are my bases. And you have the same power. Now what's my power? Power is 4 over here also as well as here also. Right? So I told you one law that whenever you have two different bases and a same power, so you multiply the bases and you put the same power. So let's multiply the bases now. So you get minus 3 into 5 by 3 and you put the exponent as 4 only. Okay. And now you can cancel 3 and 3. You get minus 5 to the power 4. So this is your answer. Look carefully
Yes,
and tell me. And now children, never make this mistake that you reciprocal this and write your answer as 5 by 1 by 5 to the power 4. That will be wrong. Children, we only reciprocal when our power is a negative number. Okay, your power is not negative. Power is a positive number only. So you're not going to reciprocal. Okay, just leave it here only. This is only your final answer. Here I have reciprocal. Why? Because my power was a negative number. You see, it's minus 3 over here and plus 4 over here. So when your power is a negative number, you will reciprocal. But when your power is not a negative number, do not reciprocal. Okay, leave it at minus 5. Okay. Yeah, children, please tell me, do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, good children. So for today, we'll just keep it up till here only. Revise all the 5 laws of exponents that we studied in today's class positively. And in the next class, we'll be moving ahead to the exercise questions. Right. Now, children, one more thing that I wanted to discuss was, Kumar, when I was checking your homeworks, you have written direct answers to all the questions. Like the question is simplification or any word problem, you have just written the answer in number. Like question number 1 answer is this, question number 2 answer is this. Where is the solving? If the question is for 4 marks, are you supposed to write only the answer?
No.
Why haven't you written?
Do we need to write the step also?
Exactly, Kumar, you're supposed to write all the statements. I've taught you the way I teach you the questions in the class. Similar questions only I'm giving as homework. You have to do them in a similar way. like I'm solving in the class step by step. Okay. Make sure you're solving all the questions step by step. Do not make this mistake again. And rest children, you complete the assignment for today's class, and we'll have a discussion in the next. All right. Any doubts, children? Anybody has?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, Harmeen has a doubt.
ma'am, in this last question only, 1 by 8 into 3 whole raised to minus 3, the last one. Just now
Yeah.
we did. Can't we write as uh, a instead of 1 by 3, like 8 into 3 raised to minus 3 by minus 3?
8. No, it's 1 by 8, right? So how can you write 8?
Can I leave the class? Because my brother has a class.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Harmeen. Children, can you repeat your question again, Harmeen?
What, ma'am?
Harmeen, can you repeat your question again?
No, ma'am. Can't we write only 8 into 3 raised to minus 3 instead of 1 by 8?
No, that will be wrong. The question is 1 by 8. How can you write 8 into 3 to the power? Harmeen, please mute yourself whenever your mic is. Yeah. Now listen. The question is 1 by 8.